Hello, welcome. My name is Kara, and I am here to connect with you in this moment, my higher self to yours. I'm getting that there is a lot of time traveling happening for this collective. Maybe you consider yourself a time traveler. There is a huge shift that's just occurred for you, and I know that you felt it, and in a new way that you've never really experienced before. And it was almost shocking. Like, you thought that it was going to take X, Y, and Z amount of time, but it happened in a way that you would have never guessed, and almost instantly. It is instant. Everything is happening in this present moment, and you know that this present moment is vast and infinite. And I'm feeling so much in the heart space right now. We are all entering the heart. Here's some art that I created about the heart. It's inspired by my friend. She created a song and an album called Heart is a Star. And so maybe you connect with the heart and with the star card from the tarot. You are a star. And there's something so important here about the present moment. The present moment is love. The present moment is heart-centered. And so here in the heart, when we drop in, when we sit down, it's literally like sitting down, getting in that seat of the self. Immediately, everything is infinitely possible. All the infinite possibilities open up. So you are very familiar with timeline shifting, whether or not you're conscious of it, but I have a feeling that you are conscious of this. I have a feeling that you do know what I'm talking about, and that you literally have, like, I'm seeing like a time machine, like all of the buttons and all of the levers, and these buttons and levers, they aren't physically tangible. You can't actually push buttons, but what you can do is you can imagine these buttons, and each one is like a feeling, and when you shift into that feeling, you create that. It's like you're punching in the date. Like in Back to the Future, when you pick the date and then you pull the lever, you push the lever, whatever you feel like it is pushing you or pulling you, whatever it is, forward or backwards, up and down, all around, there's no linear time. And so finding that feeling, aligning yourself with that feeling, and then boom, push the lever, pedal to the metal, baby. So yeah, I'm really picking up that there's a lot of time traveling happening, and maybe you're not doing it in a conscious way yet, but I have a feeling that you will. And I always say this thing, paint the picture. Let me paint this picture for you. And I'm picking up on this way that you navigate your internal world is as if there is like this big map in front of you. I'm seeing like the Hunger Games map, like in the movie. If you've seen the Hunger Games, there's a big map where the like in the capital where they're running the games, they can see everything and they can see where everything is happening, and it's like 3D, like very VR, and it's almost as if all of the energy that you're interacting with in your day-to-day life, like the people that you're with, the people that you're sensing from even far away in the linear time and space understanding. But oh, my ear is ringing on my right side. This map is like your internal world, and it's, you are everything, you are all of it. So sensing your aura, your energetic field senses things in all directions, in all ways. And so it's difficult to put that into words sometimes, but you don't need to. And oftentimes the words, they come right to you right when you need them. They're always there. but this feeling of spaciousness, this expansion, this feeling is so exciting. And this is the heart-centered feeling. This is the being in the present moment feeling. And you're there. You're feeling that. You feel it? You feel it. I know you can feel it. And if you're not feeling it for any reason, trust and know that it is a moment-to-moment shift, and you can choose that in any moment. It's as simple as placing your hands on your heart, imagining yourself literally sitting down in the seat of the self, or rubbing your chest, taking deep breaths, full deep breaths. The mind is a powerful tool, and there's something so special about using visualization and using the mind as a way to shift yourself into the present moment. If you're a very visual person, there's something so fascinating about the brain that I love, which is that your brain can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. So this is all scientifically backed, and I've been experimenting and living proof of this, having breakthroughs with this. I mean, so many people in the spiritual community as well talk about this as a way to manifest. And maybe you have your own internal world that is so vivid that you are navigating moment to moment that no one else can see or feel, but it's so real for you. And this world that you live in, this creative fantasy world, it's not really fantasy. Like, I know that you can't reach out and touch it in the way that you can reach out and touch other things in this physical reality, but it's not as dense as this reality, which is why you can't maybe prove it to others in the same way. But it's there, and it's felt, and it's just as real. And so when you're in that space, when you're in that fantasy realm, in that imaginary... My cat just left the room. She said it's time to get out of here because my neighbor's dog is barking, and apologies if you can hear that and if that's distracting at all. Back in the center, back in the heart. This realm where you're exploring, where you're spending your time, know that you can alter and change the space to whatever you want, whatever you desire. You can create that in this realm of imagination. And maybe you don't access it in your day-to-day. Maybe you don't imagine it in your waking life, but maybe it's in your dreams. Or maybe it's only when you meditate. Or maybe it's something that you haven't yet tapped into, but you know that you have a very vivid imagination, and this is available to you. This is an extremely potent and powerful tool and skill. And it's one that I've been developing, and it's a skill that you can develop as well. I think this is a really easily misunderstood concept, that if you're not able to see things vividly, create images in your mind, this is something that can be developed. And if you don't want to develop it, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to, because it can be felt, and everything is 99% intention. So if you are imagining something with your words, speaking it out loud makes it real. Using all of the senses, whichever ones you want to use. I encourage using all of them, as many as you can possibly access in the present moment. They're all infinitely available to you. The more vivid that you create the space, the more fun that you have, and the more positive, uplifting, because I say positive. Oh, here comes my cat. She's a lap kitty. Bringing real world aspects into it as well, bringing your cat into it. Remembering that it can be as real as you make it, and it can also be completely created by you. It doesn't have to have even a name that exists in this reality. You're creating a new reality. Whatever you want to be there, you can shift into it, and it's all here. It's all here. The frequency gets created and it's real. So that's so exciting. I really hope that this is inspiring to you, and I hope that this concept of visualization is something that excites you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. But I really feel like whoever I'm connecting to right now is really, really, really excited by creative, like magical, fantastical worlds. Things that we have been taught since we were little are not real, or things just made up, things that you read about but aren't real. I love the idea of writing a new story, writing a fantasy story that is real. Really, really living in it as if it's not just some fantasy story, because it becomes real. That's why people connect with characters and archetypes so deeply, because it's real. It's all based in something real. And even if it's not literally in this physical reality, it is, your brain believes that it's real. So you're existing in that place on some level of some dimension, on some level of frequency and consciousness. You're there. That pinpoint is not, it's not linear. It's somewhere, and it's right now. So anyway, the more creative that we allow ourselves to be, the more rich and vivid and magical our lives can be. And that's exciting to me. It rhymed. Something else is that every time that I do my visualizations, I do them every single day. I'm speaking them out loud, which makes them 100 times more real. So I highly encourage you to do that. It was very difficult at first, but it's practice makes perfect. And all of these things are skills that can be developed. Remember how powerful you are. You are infinitely powerful. And the more that you allow yourself to explore these places within you, the more exciting it is to try new things. It's not as scary, it becomes exciting. And you may already know this, but excitement and nervousness, anxiety, these things, this is the same hormone in the brain. It manifests in the exact same way. So you get to choose which one do you want to call it? What words are you going to use to create this new world that you want to live in? Words are so important. So what I was saying earlier about words is when I speak out loud, sometimes it comes out like a poem. And so remember that the words that you speak are not always your own. And our ego likes to think that we're creating from that place of me, from self, but it's actually you're opening up yourself to be a more clear channel. The more that you allow yourself to open up that throat and open up all the other centers to create this flow, whatever you're creating is going to be more vivid and it's going to be more exciting. And just know that the more that you do it and the more that you allow yourself to have fun, the easier it gets and the more fulfilling that it makes every present moment. This is your life. This present moment is all there is, and it is infinite and vast, and it is perfect. Wow. I feel like we really, really tapped into some magic, you guys. Whew. Thank you so much for being here with me. I am practicing opening my channel, and I appreciate you being here with compassion and love for me, to listen and for yourself, because this message is just another version of you coming through, another voice from your own higher self coming through to share with you your own light, for you to believe and feel that light more and more every single moment. That's how you anchor that light for yourself. And then we anchor it for each other. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this collective, and I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. Keep choosing you. Keep choosing this present moment. Keep choosing light and love. Your frequency is everything. I believe in you, and I love you so much. Namaste.